Hey, all you deadly people, today is Friday the 28th, Friday the 28th. I'm gonna take you guys on my day. I will show you my fit. I am off to class right now, and then today President Elliott is getting inaugurated to like be our president on our campus, and then there's a bunch of different events going on. There's food. I'll go work in the archives after class, but I will bring you guys with me. Here's the fit for today. Yeah, pretty basic. I know it's gonna be cold, so I'm wearing a pullover because if we're gonna be outside and eating food, homegirl's gonna be warm. Anyway, we're still required to wear mask in class. It's like class option or whatever, but this is what's going on, and now we're off. See, this is them starting. It says 1821 is when this college was founded, first started, whatever. That's what those numbers over there are. But later there will be a lot happening because of his inauguration today. But we are off to class in the music building, my anthropology of music class. Fall's beautiful because look at all the leaves changing. This is the music building. I put my mask on. My class is up there.
It might be an interesting experience to kind of like revisit and critique, kind of underline.
Class is done. I grabbed lunch. Now I'm to the archives for work. I'm gonna do like 2 hours on Fridays. And I work we barely work. Anyway, to the archives.
Oh, I'm ready for the weekend.
Okay, this is the setup they got going on for part of like his inauguration later. There's our professors, but this is cute. There's the 1821. We'll do this angle. Oh, they're gonna do fire pits later. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, there's Potato. If y'all don't know, that's David's dog, Potato. We love him. Potato.
Good afternoon, everyone. And Louise Lisa Brooks, Nodziawi Wobanaki, Mazipskoik, Nigawis, Wudziawi Kosharava Polska. Ndaye Nanatak, Ta Konetakok. Ndalamika Wo, Nipmak, Wopanak, Nahigansit, Nahihlo. Ndalamika Wo, Mohikanak, Pikwatuk, Skatakuk, Tawangang, Nabenakik. Ndalamika Wo, Mohikanak, Taganyangahaga, Naki Plo. Ndalamika Wo, Pakamtuk, Ta Wobanakiak, in Bonkik. Ndalamika Wo, Quinatakwa. Mziwiawani, Pakongonda, Quinatakwa. Amherst College sits at a crossroads.
I grant you the rights and privileges of the office of President of Amherst College.
Thank you, Andy, and thank you to all the trustees, faculty, staff, and alumni who are here today. I want to say especially thank you to those of you in the back who have been standing and are standing still even as the sun goes down. I want to thank my family and close friends and colleagues who have come from near and far to be part of this extraordinary occasion. Thank you, all of you, for honoring me with your presence, and thank you to those who have spoken so eloquently from the stage today about Amherst, its mission, its history, its future. I'm humbled by and grateful for the confidence you've expressed in me and in my leadership.
We are going for some food. Oh, it's nice and warm. Okay, there was too much going on out there for me. I did get some food, but I came back in. So here's Hush Puppies. They're good. I think they're like, I think of Hush Puppies. I think they're like cornbread stuffing mix fried. I'll show you what I got. Got an Amherst mug with like a hot cocoa mix. I think they're great for like soups. We got a few things. Root beer and then black cherry. Black cherry something drink. And then there's like a chicken and waffles, and then I got some desserts. I think this is like a cake pop. A peach cobbler, and then yeah, a chicken and waffles. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure it just came from Val, because these waffles are hard. But I got a little bit of stuff. A new president was inaugurated, and yeah. Oh, tonight I'll take you guys with me. Tonight I'm going to like a trivia night, Halloween trivia night thing. Me and my friends, and I'll bring you guys with me. Oh, and there's a bonfire tonight and supposed to be fireworks. I don't know when the fireworks are actually gonna be happening, but I'll bring you with me. You'll see how my night goes. It's gonna be basic AF, but y'all will be coming with me. All right, I want to show you guys what it looks like when it's not crazy crowded. But let's do that. So they got live performance.
It's like 42, 43. I don't
This
know,
Texan can't handle it. No, just kidding. Just kidding. What is it? We're going to
two things because I don't know how to dress.
the weather. Well, actually, you're not wrong because I have this pullover. I have a long sleeve under it, and then this. But it's whatever. Anyway, me and Vita are on our way to the powerhouse. You know, we going for some food. When do we not? Like me and you. If there's food and there's time, if we got time, we'll be there together. So we're going to the powerhouse, get some food, trivia night, and then a bonfire later. But we'll see how the bonfire is.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Cute. Trivia night. Hey cutie. Okay, I'm loving it. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Keep going. Yeah, as you should. Wait, these are not.
Yeah, okay, so we have steak, chicken, carnitas, and then veggie at the end.
Okay.
So you can pick whichever one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Stop, Vita. I'm gonna start rolling. Holy.
Did you have to come out here? No, because it was raining and you were like hiding from
When?
the freshmen.
Apple cider.
Get you some fancy assorted pastries.
So I'm in for the night. I've already like changed whatever. I'm currently deep cleaning my refrigerator. I did forget to mention that before I went to the archives and like after class, I got to meet the co-founder of Questbridge, Anna Rowena Malawi, I think is her last name. But Anna, that was super cute and like really nice. I'll insert a picture that we took with a group of students from Amherst. Yeah, that was really cool to actually meet her. National like Questbridge Day is November 16th, I think. So it's coming up, and it was really cool to see and meet the co-founder. Like one of the reasons I'm at Amherst, like one of the reasons. That was super cool. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me. This is not a typical Friday, but this was the inauguration of our president, and then yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me.
Good afternoon, everyone. And Louise Lisa Brooks, Nodziawi Wobanaki, Mazipskoik, Nigawis, Wutsiawi Kosharava Polska. Ndaye Nanatak, Ta Konetakok. Ndalamika Wo, Nipmak, Wopanak, Nahigansik, Nahihlo. Ndalamika Wo, Mohikanak, Pequatuk, Skatakuk, Tawangang, Nabenakik. Ndalamika Wo, Mohikanak, Taganyangahaga, Nakiplo. Ndalamika Wo, Pakamtuk, Ta Wobanakiak, Himbonkik. Ndalamika Wo, Quinatakwo. Mziwiawani, Pakongonda, Quinatakwo. Amherst College sits at a crossroads with many paths around us. In acknowledging the Native nations and homelands that surround us, we acknowledge the crossroads that have always drawn people here. We sit at the crossroads of Quinatakwa, the Long River, an indigenous superhighway. When I asked students to work with me on creating maps of the region, a project I did not realize would take 5 years, we saw more trails converge here on this river than anywhere else. Canoe trails, walking trails, paths of diplomacy. We have always been at a crossroads. I acknowledge the nations who have always been here, coming together at this crossroads, not to put us in mind of the past, but to consider the future, the nations with whom I hope the Amherst community will cultivate strong relations. During classes last year, we spent a lot of time outside, asking, where are we? So today I'll ask you to do the same. Take a moment, look around you, listen, smell. We heard the sound of acorns falling, drowning out our discussions of creation. We saw squirrels running about, gathering those acorns for winter, along with the pizza crusts they snagged from dumpsters up by the first-year halls. And if you get hungry later today, they're still there. We heard the hawks circling above, but don't be fooled, they're here for the squirrels. And because of student leadership, we saw native plants, pollinators, reclaiming green space. If you look out on these hills behind me, you can see that process of reforestation. 200 years ago, if we looked out from this hill, we would see land that had long been cleared for settler farms. But don't let your mind think that that was the first wave of agriculture. Nonotuck women were planting Three Sisters mound gardens here for centuries, displaced by men like Nathaniel Dickinson, yes, Emily's ancestor, who felt that they were divinely ordained to clear. By 1830, most of the land in Massachusetts, including Amherst, was deforested. But you know who held out? The Mashpee Wampanoag Nation, who are still caring for their forests today. Their collectively held land retained the trees because they knew the future path they needed to take to ensure the survival of their grandchildren. Michael Elliott likely knows that story still from the work he did with Barry O'Connell here at Amherst on the Mashpee Woodland Revolt. Those trees in the distance did not remain here on their own. Amherst College made a decision to retain the view. Don't let the illusion of wilderness fool you. The trees around us are dropping leaves right now to create cover for the survival of countless generations. Don't let the illusion of lawn around you fool you. This is a crossroads of plant and animal trails. Remember the moose a few years ago who walked through the lawn of the president's house? Doesn't that make you wonder who will travel through Michael Elliott's lawn? Look around you. This hill where we gather was once an island surrounded by water, a deep, dynamic glacial lake like the most powerful spring mountain. Less than 100 years ago, a geologist named this lake for Amherst's third president, Edward Hitchcock, who had stood at the crossroads and discerned the glacial deposits that told the story of the lake. There is another story about a giant beaver who created the glacial lake, this valley, their pond. That beaver, frozen in sandstone and covered in forest, still stands above the valley. That story reawakened. I have seen students stand at the crossroads, listen to both versions, and intertwine the strands. One wrote that both geological inquiry and origin narratives seek to unravel Earth history, to understand why the land looks the way it does, how Earth systems interact, and how we can comprehend and function within this world as part of the landscape, as inextricable from it. A geology major taking English classes. They were standing at the crossroads of geology and traditional ecological knowledge. Last year, the students I learned alongside stood at the crossroads of beaver trails, watching them make and remake their dams and lodges, garden the banks, create space for speckled alder and pollinating plants to grow. They observed that beavers have been leaders in rebalancing this world, regardless of whether we see their work all around us. Amherst is at a crossroads, and we have many possible paths before us. Our student leaders are urging us to consider how we can participate in such a rebalancing. I had the opportunity last year to read and reread Michael Elliott's writing, including his vital and impressive book, Culturology. I thought, this is someone who not only feels comfortable at the crossroads, but whose mind thrives there. Taking on the challenge of contested historical landscapes like the battle at Greasy Grass or Little Bighorn is no easy feat. As a literary scholar, Michael Elliott could have just stayed at the library or in his office, close reading texts. But he traveled to the place, looked at it from multiple angles. He listened to people with divergent views, who walked opposite roads, who stood on the same land and quite literally saw different places. Michael walked with them down many paths, listening, not to decide which path was right, but to understand. He models the value of being curious about others' points of view, even when they are starkly different from our own. He does not expect everyone to walk the same path, but he does not simply find middle ground between opposing sides. Don't let those binary oppositions fool you. They are much like that lawn, lacking complexity and the diversity that fosters healthy ecosystems. No, this book is more like those pollinator gardens. Through this work, Michael Elliott cultivates a critical and generous lens, which leads us as his readers to greater understanding, greater clarity, and greater complexity so that we can decide not only which path we might take to better understand our past, but which paths lead to a more just and diversifying future, with more paths available to more people, more beings to walk. I believe that Michael Elliott will walk with us. Most important, although he will live here, listen here, and bring his own vision, I do not think he will stand on the hill, surveying the land below. With this transition in leadership and at this moment in history, Amherst College is at a crossroads. I know Michael will be down on the ground, walking those paths, listening carefully, and helping all of us to see. Not just from high above, from our classrooms, offices, and our wonderful libraries, but on the ground. Perhaps, if we are lucky, he will help us to see clearly the multiple paths ahead so that we can navigate toward a collaborative future. We will see. Uli Pampani, President Elliott, travel well. I, for one, will be there, walking alongside you.
I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me. Stay deadly.